Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Ashayres, Malachei El Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boechem L'Shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei El Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni L'Shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei El Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei El Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Page 7 of our Siddurim, so we're going to light the Shabbos candles. How would you be so kind to light the Shabbos candles for today?
Come, let us welcome Shabbat.
May its radiance illuminate our hearts.
Light is the symbol of the divine.
The eternal is my light and my salvation.
Light is the symbol of the divine within us.
The human spirit is the light of the eternal.
Light is the symbol of the divine law.
For the mitzvah is a lamp and the Torah a light.
Light is the symbol of Israel's mission.
I, the eternal, have made you a covenant people, a light to the nations.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Blessed are you, O eternal our God, who makes our lives holy through divine mitzvot and has commanded us to kindle the Shabbat lamp. May the eternal bless us with Shabbat joy.
Amen.
May the eternal bless us with Shabbat peace.
Amen.
May the eternal bless us with Shabbat holiness.
Amen. Thank you. We turn now to page 9 of our Siddurim for Lechai Doidi. Lechai Doidi Likraka La Yadadai 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 B'nei Shabbat Nikabela Lechai Doidi Likraka La Yadadai 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 B'nei Shabbat Nikabela Shamor V'Zachor V'Dibor Echad Ishmianu Elcham Yuchad Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad Lishem Multiferet V'Letihila Lechai Doidi Likraka La Yadadai 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 B'nei Shabbat Nikabela Lechai Doidi Likraka La Yadadai 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 B'nei Shabbat Nikabela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'melcha ki hi mekor ha'bracha merosh mikedem nesuka sof ma'asa b'machsha tehila lechai doidi likraka la yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat Nikabela lechai doidi likraka la yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat Nekabela hi ori kiva orech humi ori shir daveri kavod Adonai alai nigila lechai doidi likraka la yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat Nekabela lechai doidi likraka la yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat Nekabela. And we rise. Boi v'shalom atzeret bala gam b'simcha u'b'tzola toch emunei am sigula boi kala lechai doidi likraka la yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat Nekabela lechai doidi likraka la yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat Nekabela. Remain standing now to the Hatzi Kaddish found on page 11 of our Siddurim. Yitkada Yitkada Shemei Rabba. V'yamadi Rahirte V'yamlech Malchute B'chayechon U'v'yoymechon U'chayedecho Beit Yisrael Ba'agala U'bizman Karib V'yamaru Amen Ya'esh Mei Rabba Mivorach Le'olam Olomei Amaya Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitba'ar V'yitraman V'yitnaseh V'yitzadar, v'yitzaled, v'yitzalal, shemei l'kudusha b'rehu, leila mikol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiram yalma, v'yameru, amen. Page 12, we join together for the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMivorach. Baruch Adonai HaMivorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMivorach le'olam va'ed. We now turn to page 13 of our Sidurims, where we join together for the English reading. Eternal God, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Though all things pass, not let your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you, and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv ha'ravim. Blessed are you, O Eternal, who brings on the evening. Page 14. Avat olam Beit Yisrael, amcha ahavta, Torah mitzvot, chukim u'shpatim, otanu lemadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shochbeinu u'kumeinu, natziach b'chukecha, v'nizbach l'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu v'orak yaminu v'chem negat yomam v'lelayla, ve'ahavta al tasir mimenu le'olamim, baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Page 14, we join together at the bottom of the page. With eternal love, you've loved our people, the house of Israel. Torah and commandments, statutes and judgments you taught us. Therefore, O eternal our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we would discuss your statutes and rejoice in the words of your Torah and your commandments forever. For they are our lives, and they lengthen our days, and we will meditate upon them day and night. May you never remove your love from us forever and ever. Blessed are you, O Eternal, who loves God's people, Israel. Page 15. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. You may be seated for the V'ahavta on page 16. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'otecha v'hayu hadivarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'divarta bam v'shitecha b'beitecha u'v'letecha v'derech u'shachbecha u'kumecha u'kshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'ktavtam al mizuzot beitecha u'visharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem ekol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim le'lolechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeti etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim Le'ot lachem le'elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet. Page 17. Eternal truth is that you alone are God and there is none else.
May the righteous of all nations rejoice in your love and exult in your justice.
Let them beat their swords into plowshares.
Let them beat their spears into pruning hooks.
Let nation not lift up sword against nation. Let them study war no more.
You shall not hate another in your heart. You shall love your neighbor as yourself.
Let the stranger in your midst to view as the native, for you once strangers in the land of Egypt.
From the house of bondage we went forth to freedom, so let all be free to sing with joy.
Page 18, we join together from Mi Chamocha. Mi Chamocha Balim Adonai, Mi Chamocha Nedar Bakodesh, Norati Lot Osei Felet, Machut Zacharo Ubanecha Bokeyam Lifnei Moshe, Ze Elianu Biamru, Adonai Imloch Leolam Vaed, ונאמר כי יפרע אדוני את יעקב ולאמר חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל Yisrael. Page 19. Cause us, O eternal our God, to lie down in peace and to awaken us each morning to life renewed with strength. Spread over us the holy shelter of your peace.
Help us to order our lives by your counsel and lead us in the paths of righteousness. Be a shield about us, protecting us from hate and war, from pestilence and sorrow.
Curb also within us the inclination to do evil, and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Guard our going out and our coming into life, with peace from this time forth and forever.
Blessed are you, O Eternal, whose holy shelter of peace is spread over us, over all God's people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Page 20, we join together for Vishamru. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. בני ובני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ונפש, שבת ונפש, שבת ונפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. We now rise for the Amidah prayer found on page 21. Adonai sefetai titahu fi yadi teilatecha, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Agadol, Hagibor Ha'anora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, U'mei Geula Lifnei B'nechem, L'man Shemo V'Ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Abraham V'Yisrael Sarah, Atah Gibor L'Olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav V'Hoshia, Marid Hatal, Mechakel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofeh Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Geburot, Umido Melach, מלך ממיץ ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל אתה קדוש בשם הקדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. We daven silently. Phone call from Micah. Everything's okay. I was a little worried. Didn't say hi. He desperately, I'll say it on the thing. He's desperately getting to that point where he's like, I want to come to services, and he's come a few times and he'll sit through the service, and then other times not so much. So he'll say, I want to come to the service, Daddy, I want to come to the service. And he'll find a phone and call me on it, and then I'll be like, is there an emergency? No, it's Shabbos. I want to be there right now, but then he'll get here and he'll be here for about 15 minutes, and then he'll start playing in the back, and I think he'll lose the tension pretty quickly. So.
It was very cute on Purim. You were singing a Don Alone, and he's up there just dancing.
Yeah. So, he's a sweetheart. We're going to now turn to page 29 of our Sidurims for Oseh Shalom. Page 29 for Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom bimramav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imru, ve'imru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, Yemeru, Amen. So, someone tell me a little about this week's Torah portion. I know who was going to say something.
Go ahead, John.
Well, she started it.
Go ahead.
Well, the first one I found conflicting things.
Okay,
First was to find out how many heads of households there were.
yes.
And the other one was, I guess, to know how many people, soldiers there could be. I don't know if which one is right or if both they're right. I don't know which one is
It's,
right.
well, people who are of draftable age, that's the correct answer.
I got it. That was the answer.
We share notes.
What was that?
We share notes during the day.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to know who's eligible to bear arms as well
Yeah.
as those responsible for the duties of the tabernacle.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, good? Was there anything else you're bringing? That was it?
That's the first one.
For the first
Okay.
question,
First question, okay.
do you want to know for the second one, what were the dolphin skins?
Wait, no, you're answering the questions or you want to?
Yeah, well, go.
Okay, yeah,
This
go
is what
ahead.
we do.
Go ahead and answer the question then.
No, go ahead.
What was the dolphin skins? What was the tafash?
That was kind of confusing too, because
Yeah.
we had seen, like when we looked it up, that sometimes there was a misinterpretation of that Hebrew word.
Mm-hmm.
And so for some, yes, they say it represents the dolphins that washed up on the shore
Mhm.
after the Israelites crossed the Red Sea after Moses parted it. But then I saw somewhere else where it could have been the badger skins.
So it's a complicated answer, this one. So this is one of the exciting things I usually turn to. Why it's so important for us to protect our environment and ecology is very important because if we want to ever recreate like a Mishkan, if we want to recreate one of these things that was talked about in our Tanakh, we can't exactly do it if we don't know the species of the animals because they've died out by human over expansion or over utilization of resources. Whatever this animal was, it's best understood by most rabbis is that it's an extinct animal that was once endemic to the region. We don't know if it was a dolphin skin. We don't know if it had belonged to dugongs, which were also endemic to the area at one point. Even sea manatees were in the area. We don't really know what the species of the animal was. So it's a great mystery of the ages. But it also underscores the importance of why tending to and being stewards to our planet is so important. Okay, so anything else special happening this month? Well, of course that. But more generally speaking, we have Pride Month going on.
Oh.
We have Pride Month going on, and usually today is classically going to be, for many synagogues, the day that you start off Pride Month, and it's oftentimes described as Pride Shabbat. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Pride Month, and also where it may interact with this week's Torah portion. So today we dive into Parshat Bamidbar, and it's the opening portion of the book of Numbers, and we explore today some of those connections that we find in the Pride Month that we find ourselves in today. Bamidbar means in the wilderness, and it presents us with a narrative rich in the theme of community, identity, and the journey towards self-discovery and acceptance. And these themes resonate deeply in the essence of this month of Pride Month, the time dedicated to celebrate members of the LGBTQ community and the community's diversity, resilience, and ongoing quest for equality and recognition. Parshat Bamidbar begins with the Israeli census, a detailed account of each of the tribes and its members. And at first glance, this enumeration seems to be a dry administrative task set about by the Torah in every single shape and form. It may be from what we were talking about earlier related to determining who would be eligible for draft purposes for the military. But the census emphasizes the value of every individual within a community. Each person counts and contributes uniquely to the collective whole. And this idea is not central, not only to our understanding of the Jewish community, but it also is in the spirit of this month. Every person, regardless of their orientation or gender identity, matter and enrich the broader human tapestry of our community. In Parshat Bamidbar, we see the Israelites organized around the Mishkan, the dwelling place of the divine presence. And this arrangement symbolizes a community centered around holiness and inclusivity. The Mishkan, a sacred place, welcomed everyone, reminding us that the divine presence embraces all humanity. Similarly, in this month, in Pride Month, we call to create a space and spaces that are inclusive and welcoming to all, affirming the dignity and worthy of the LGBTQ community and its individuals. The Wilderness, Army Bar, where the census and organization took place, is a potent symbol of this tradition. The wilderness is a place of vulnerability and uncertainty, yet it is also a place of profound transformation and revelation. It is in the wilderness that the Israelites received the Torah and forego their identity as a people. And for many in the LGBTQ community, the journey towards self-acceptance and the struggle for rights and recognition can feel like a traverse in the wilderness. It is often a path marked by challenges and vulnerability, but also by moments of profound personal and communal revelation and growth. In the wilderness, the Israelites learned to rely on one another for God's guidance. This independence and support are mirrored by the LGBTQ community, and their support and their solidarity and mutual support is vital always. Pride Month is a testament to the strength that comes from unity and the power of standing together in the face of adversity and struggle. It reminds us that, like the Israelites in the wilderness, we are not alone in our journey. We have each other, that divine spark within us, to guide us, to sustain us. Bamidbar also highlights the role of leadership in guiding the community through the wilderness. Leaders from each of the tribes were appointed to help navigate the challenges and ensure the well-being of all. In the context of Pride Month, we celebrate the leaders who have courageously advocated for the LGBTQ community, their rights, and their visibility. These modern-day leaders inspire us to continue striving for a world where everyone can live authentically and with dignity. This week's Torah portion teaches us about the importance of being counted and recognized. When we count people, we acknowledge their existence and their inherent value. And this act of recognition is crucial for the members of the LGBT community, which have historically faced erasure and marginalization. Pride Month is an affirmation that every individual deserves to be seen, heard, and valued. It is a declaration that every life counts. Moreover, Bamidbar emphasizes on the community structure and organization that can be called to create inclusion and equitable systems. Just as the Israelites were arranged around the Mishkan, and each tribe had a place, our society should be organized in ways that ensure everyone has a place and a voice. This inclusion includes advocating for policies and practices that protect the rights of members of the LGBTQ community and promote their well-being. In reflecting in this week's Torah portion during Pride Month, we're reminded of the Jewish imperative to pursue justice and compassion. The journey through the wilderness is not a historical narrative, but a metaphor for our collective journey through a more just and inclusive world. And just as we celebrate Pride, let us commit to being allies and advocates, ensuring the values of dignity, respect, and equality that are upheld to all. Can you hear us? May it be God's will. Amen.
Amen.
I think we can have the announcements at this time. Would you like to make the announcements? It's a little bit different than we normally do it, but we'll do it. Do you want to come up or no?
No, that's fine.
Okay. We're changing up a little tonight.
Throw me up here.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Just in time.
Let's see, tomorrow I guess we're having a Shabbat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a special Kiddush in celebration of Rabbi Shmuel and Dr. Jen's wedding. As you can see, we have lots of people coming tomorrow, so it should be nice. Tuesday is Erev Shavuot. We're doing a potluck dairy dinner first at 6:30, and services will follow probably around 7. Let's see. There's a federation trip to New York City. It's not being organized by us, but if anybody's interested, the Marlboro Jewish Center is involved with it, and Federation. So there's a link to sign up. It's on Monday, June 10th at 10:30 a.m. They're going. It's a Nova Music Festival exhibition. The moment music stood still. It's an exhibition in in-depth remembrance of the brutal October 7th attack. The congregational meeting is Sunday this weekend. We need people to come. We need like 28 people here for a quorum. There's a Juneteenth bike ride with the Princeton Freewheelers and Rabbi's mother, and I guess you're going too, on Sunday, June 19th. Why do you say Sunday? It's Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah, someone else pointed out, I think the date on there is a Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, well, nobody told me to fix these.
Sorry.
A family picnic is on August 4th at Thompson Park at 11:30. There'll be more information. There's no cost. Just bring a side dish, and we'll be asking for RSVPs as we get closer to August. We're doing a car show in September, and we need volunteers for the day of. And I think, and the blood drive is on July 19th. So July 14th. I'm sorry, I can't read. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. What's that?
Sisterhood dinner.
Oh yeah, sisterhood dinner. Yeah, on the 18th of this month. So if you're interested in joining sisterhood, it's a good time to come to the first thing because we just sit there and eat Chinese food. Shabbat shalom.
Good Shabbos. So we're going to now read the Misha Berak list for today. We're going to turn to the Misha Berak prayer in our Siddurim at the very back of our Siddurim. After the names have been read aloud, if you'd like to add any names to our Misha Berak list, please add those names after the names have been read aloud. Today's Misha Berak list includes the following names: Miriam Mendel ben Shira, Nachman ben Malka, Shlomo Leib ben Malka, Yisrael Reuven ben Deborah Elka, Alan Lewis, Ellen Yokelson, Jerry Yokelson, Russ Paneri, Jared Longmore, Sissy Curlin, Isidore Shipman, Yvette Zamos, Michael Berkowitz, Susan Scalar, David Rothschild, Ellen Rosenbaum, Holly Matthews, Jessica Herman, Phil Miller, Brian Zwally, Brian Leibowitz, Lynn Ginsberger, Sam Cronin, Stanley Levin, Ira Levis, Rabbi Alan Darnoff, Kelly Grisella, Wendy Sanseveri, John Francho, Gerald Longmore, Bruce Estrin, Aaron Evers, Ida Lawford, Naomi Ashura, Shoshana Bat Naomi, Guy Gordon, Ella North, Emma Libros, Chava Bat Sarah, Daniela Bat Esther, Rivka Preva Bat David Shandell, Trudy Gelfield, Marla Gerstein, Barbara Burstein, Barbara Feinberg, Johanna Bat Julie. Are there any additional names for today?
Dolly and Roger Bloomfield.
Dolly and Roger Bloomfield,
John and Corky Hockenberry.
John and Corky Hockenberry,
Frankie Barr.
Frankie Barr,
Eli Oster.
Eli Oster,
Regina Pasternak,
Regina Pasternak,
Harriet Halcyon,
Harriet Pansion,
and Eric Waxmunsky.
Eric Waxmunsky,
Fran Sagers.
Fran Sagels. Thank you. Any additional names? Okay. The words to the Misha Berak prayer may be found at the back of our Siddurim. Misha Berak Avoteinu Mekor Habricha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Beirach Imotenu Mikor Habrecha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We now rise for the Elenu found on page 30. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol lateit gidula liyotzeh b'reishit shelo atzana kikiye aratzot velo samanu kimishpechot hadama shelo sam kalkeinu kachem v'gor aleinu kithol hamonam v'anachnu purim umishtachlavim umodim lifnei melech machech hamachim Akadosh Baruch Hu, Sha'unotei Shamayim ve'yoser haaretz, u'Moshe Yekaro b'shamayim nima'al, u'shchinatu zo, begovei meroimim, Hu Eloheinu ein od, emet malkeinu efes zulato, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום בהשיבותה אל אביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים מעל הארץ מתחת. Ein od. Page 31. We therefore hope in you, O eternal our God, soon to behold the splendor of your might. Then will false gods vanish from the earth, and the idols will be utterly cut off, to heal the world through the sovereignty of the Almighty. Then will all acclaim you as their God, and forsaking evil turn to you alone. Let all who dwell on earth acknowledge that unto you every knee must bend, and every tongue swear loyalty. Before you, O eternal our God, let them humble themselves to your glorious name, let them give honor. Let all accept the yoke of your dominion, that you may rule over them soon and forever. For the dominion is yours, and you will rule in glory, as it is written, the eternal will reign forever and ever. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai, lemelech al kol haaretz, Bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, Ushemo echad. Remain standing now for the mourner's Kaddish found on page 33 of our Siddur names. In just a moment, I'll be reciting names from our Yort site list, as well as members of our community who have recently passed. After the names have been read aloud, if anyone is observing a Yort site or are in the period of Shoshim, please share with us the name of your loved one so that we as one community may pray for the elevation of the Neshama to Shamayim above. Today's Yort site list includes the following names: Janice Goodman, Justin Mayo, Morris Kasdan, Molly Yabrakis, Morris Friedman, Pauline Meyer, Kate Ginsberg, Rosa Katz, Hera Frederick, Sadie Bodak, Martha Himmelstein, Dorothy Leibowitz, Arnold Diamond, Margaret Panahi, David Goldberg, Solomon Spivak, David Netterman, Pearl Flam, Erwin Schwob, Ruth Lewis, Marlene Meltzer, Steve and Carol Lichtenstein, Arlene Sugar, and Doris Zuckerman, Len Smolin, and Sylvia Margolin. The words to the mourner's Kaddish may be found on page 33 of our Siddur names. Yitkadal Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Bi'alma Divra Kirutei V'yamlech Machutei, B'chayechon V'yonechon U'chayei D'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'gala U'izman Kariv V'yamru Amen, Yahei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach L'olam U'lamei Amaya, Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitraman V'yitnasei, V'yitzadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei D'kudashah D'reichu, La'ela Mikol Birchata V'shirata, Tushvechata V'nechamata, Damaran V'alma V'imru Amen, Yeheshlama Rabba Min Shamaya, V'chaim Aleinu V'el Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen, Oseh Shalom Imramach, V'yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'el Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort all who are bereaved, and let us say, Amen. You may be seated. We turn now to Adon Olam on page 34 of our Siddur names. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'et Nasa Dechevzo Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra V'yachad Rei Kilo Takol Levado Imloch Nora V'hu haya, v'hu hove, v'hu yiyeh b'tif'ara, v'hu echad, v'ein sheni, l'hamshilo, l'hachbira, v'li reshit, v'li tachlit, v'lo ha'oz, v'hamizra, v'hu eli, v'chaya goali, v'tzor chevli, v'yetzara, Ve'unisi umanos li, menat kosi beyom ekra, biya'ado akid ruchi, v'yetishan mi'aira, v'im ruchi geviyati, Adonai li ve'lo ira. Good Shabbos, everyone.
Good
Shabbat
Shabbos.
Shalom. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. In the meantime, we'll join